Hey guys, so I'm back home in Virginia, and I just wanted to provide one last update to kind of wrap up the experience and talk about the last couple days in Doha. So day 7, the big highlight was there wasn't much on the schedule. There were a lot of optional tours that people could go out and sign up for, but my big highlight was I was able to Skype in with my students back at James River and just kind of share a little bit of the experience with them and take some of their questions. And that's the first time I'd ever used Skype in the classroom, which was really cool to begin with, and then to be able to do the same thing, but from halfway around the world was just cool. It's one of the coolest things I think I've done since I became a teacher, and it was just really neat to see your students realize how much you've missed teaching and seeing them and realize that you need to get back into the classroom, and it was really neat that you can connect, and just how excited they all were to be able to answer some of their questions. And it makes me wonder about what, we have this great opportunity with all these TEDx organizers from all around the world, and I guess one of my goals when I get back into the swing of things is to really think about how we can connect more of these people with more students. So the last official event that evening was the farewell dinner. So we had a chance to kind of see everybody together for one last time, say goodbyes, and wish everybody well. And it was really cool to see the connections that you've made, with people, even though you've only known them a short time. Like any temporary event or conference or chance that you have to really kind of meet somebody, you always kind of develop these great friendships. And I guess the challenge is, can we use the technology and create something that is more lasting and more enduring than just 1 week in Qatar. So that was really cool, a chance to kind of see everybody for one last time. And then after the dinner, we made one last trip out. We took a taxi down to the Souk. Souk is like a traditional marketplace, and they have one large famous souk in Doha called Souk Waqif, and so we had a chance. We'd been so busy that we hadn't got a chance down there. So we went with my friend Dan from Taiwan, just to kind of wander around and kind of soak it all in. So we the souk, and I have lots of pictures to show you guys, but the souk is basically what you think of when you think of like an old Arab marketplace, narrow streets and pathways, and people kind of selling their wares like inside a shop, and then out on the street. There's a big main drag that has all the restaurants and cafes, and people can sit outside and just kind of take in the whole experience. So we went and explored that. It was Friday night, so there was a lot of stuff going on, which is one thing that's really kind of it never occurred to me before, but on a work week in the Arab world or in the Islamic world rather is Sunday through Thursday. So Sunday would be a normal work day, and then like Thursday night would be akin to our Friday night, and so they have, they have Friday and Saturday off, and then they go back to work Sunday. Sunday is like Monday for us. So Friday night there was a lot of stuff going on. There was like a big open air concert in the marketplace. There was a bunch of musicians and big crowds of people, and so that was kind of neat to kind of stand on the periphery of that and kind of take that all in. We got ready to head back to the hotel, and we had a lot of trouble finding a taxi. We stood on the curb for a while and didn't really see any taxis. We probably waited 15, 20 minutes, and then eventually we ended up talking with a Qatari gentleman, and he kind of asked us what we were up to, and we told him we were trying to find a taxi. He doesn't even give it a second thought. Gets on his phone and calls somebody. We think that he's calling us a cab, and I think, well, that's really nice. But then 5 minutes later, his cousin shows up, and he says, "My cousin will take you to the hotel." And we all pile in a little apprehensive, but it seems he seems like a nice guy, and yeah, his cousin's the nicest man, very, very personable. We talk about all kinds of stuff about life in Qatar, and he drives us back to our hotel, but never asked for anything, and just very, very hospitable. And that was one of the things that I think is really probably impressed me the most with our stay in Qatar. It has been just the level of friendliness and hospitality, and just generally the warmth of the people. Even strangers, tourists like us that are just kind of trying to kind of wrap our heads around it. And so that was a real just a real cool moment, and something that this guy he just made a real impression on me with their willingness to reach out and help total strangers in their country. And so that was day 7. Day 8, woke up early, started the whole packing process, and try to cram all our dirty laundry back into our luggage. Had breakfast with my friend Dan, friend from Taiwan. We're going to try to do some collaboration. He teaches at an American school in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and so we're going to try to work on some collaboration stuff. So we had one last breakfast together to kind of plan that out and take it all in. We ran down to Doha City Center to do some last minute shopping for some souvenirs and stuff. And the irony is that there wasn't really any place to buy souvenirs. It was like a mall. It's like going to Chesterfield Town Center and trying to find souvenirs from the U.S. So we did find one shop that we were able to get a couple things, and then we ended up at the grocery store buying some candy and stuff. But of course, the irony is all the food in Qatar is imported. So we're trying to buy something to be a souvenir, and it's like chocolate from Belgium or Cadbury or So there was it's kind of hard to buy something that is traditionally from Qatar if you go to the grocery store. So then we kind of headed back to the hotel, got all packed up and ready to go, headed out to the airport, and for the flight home, we flew through Abu Dhabi, which is another city, as part of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. So it was like a a 30-minute flight across the Gulf, and then we had a couple hour layover there, and then we flew from Abu Dhabi to London, and that was a pretty long flight, probably about 6-7 hours. Landed in London early in the morning, had another couple hours to sit in Heathrow, and then got on one last flight back to Washington D.C. So the whole trip back was a little over a day from the time that we left the airport, so now we're back. Went out last night and celebrated being back in the United States with a big pepperoni pizza, and so now we're just gonna try to let it all soak in and think about what we can do to kind of make this experience something that has an effect on my students and the way that I teach about leadership and international relations, and so I think that's the exciting part is to see what comes next, and how I hope that this isn't just one event that just is a week and then you kind of move on, but I'm really going to try to work to make this be something that matters, and so that's it. Thanks.